What is going on, beautiful beings and conscious co-creators? Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me telling you about yourself. I'm so excited. If you're curious to what that means and what I'm about to say and how accurate I am, please stay tuned. No long intro here because I want to get started. So before us, we have 4 groups with 4 different cards, 4 stones. I want you to pick based off of either the number. This is 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can pick off of the number. You can pick off of the card, whichever deck your eye is drawn to, whatever deck you're gravitating towards, or you can pick off the crystals. So either way you do it, there is no wrong way to do this. I just want you guys to try to be as divinely led as possible, meaning I want you guys to not think so much, don't overdo it. Just pick something, of course. No rush here. You can pause the video if you'd like, but I'm too excited to prolong this. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and jump into it. I'm going to start with group 1, but groups 2, 3, and 4, your timestamps are in the description box down below as per usual. So I will see you guys at your timestamp, but group 1, we're going to go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, group 1, so here we are. This is your reading. Again, this is me telling you about yourself. However the cards come out is how I'm going to read them. So let's get started. Let's just see what comes out. Shuffle a little bit. All right. So what's going on with group 1? Let's tell them about themselves, Spirit. Okay, cards already coming out. All right, Six of Pentacles comes out. You're a very giving person. You are, I see you being someone who likes to shed light on people. I feel like for some reason also not even specifically from this card, but I am picking up the word informed. I feel like you're a person that likes to stay informed. You like to know what's going on. You like to be abreast of the situation. I think that you're someone who likes to share information. You're someone that comes up with really good ideas and you share good ideas, and you've probably been told a million times before that you have really good ideas. And I think that you're someone that imparts a lot of advice and those ideas and even some wisdom into people. I think this is only something that if you continue to practice, is only going to get better. It's only going to be more helpful for other people. But I feel like a lot of people see you as someone that just, is the idea person. You're the person that's chock full of them, and you probably read as such an inspiration for other people too. I'm seeing Temperance card come out, right? And I see this as you being very balanced. You probably have multiple signs in your chart. You're probably not dominant in any specific sign. You're probably someone that's also hard to read. But I also see at the same time, even though you're hard to read, I do believe that you have the ability to wear your heart on your sleeve. You're chock full of hope, and I see that kind of contributing to also why you have such good ideas is because you're very optimistic about things, and probably even just naturally optimistic too. Two of Swords, you're a little bit indecisive. And what is that about? Two of Swords, you're indecisive because I think you just see so many different things. And sometimes it's hard to decipher the truth in those because I feel like it's just the way that you kind of are naturally wired. You like to see the good in everything. And so sometimes when life is showing you something that's rotten, when life is showing you something that is a problem or something that is just like, something that you can't necessarily fix, but something that just is, something you need to accept. I feel like you have a hard time accepting reality for what it is. I feel like a lot of times you lean towards denial when it reveals something that's very ugly about someone or something ugly about a situation, because it goes against you wanting to continue to be optimistic and wanting to see the best in people and wanting people to show their best and wanting for you to give your best. So even within yourself, sometimes there are aspects about yourself that you are hesitant to accept because it would mean it would mean that, there is work to be done. And maybe that's not necessarily, maybe that's something that you're still trying to grow to accept, is like who you are, not just the good and the light side, but also the dark side too, the side that doesn't get a lot of recognition or not acknowledgement. That side does exist. And so maybe spirit is saying for you guys, there's multiple faces for you. You have multiple facets rather. And so spirit is wanting you to embrace all aspects of yourself, not just what you deem to be light and good, but also acknowledge, the things that you have suffered from. Acknowledge the things that are difficult for you. You want to acknowledge the entire scope of things and not just the things that are easy and fun and light and, all that good jazz, okay? But I also see, speaking of fun and light, Four of Wands comes out, so it's like you are a good time. I see you as just being a very good people person. Whether you actually indulge in being a people person or not, I see you being easy to connect with. You are someone that is the person that people think of when they want to, like when people are thinking about who should we invite, like your name comes up whether you know it or not. And that's just because you are fun to be around. You bring a lot of good energy. And again, like I said, it probably is because you focus so much on the light aspects of yourself and you're really good at that. And oftentimes what I've noticed that a lot of people who come off as like the super positive person, the very optimistic person, the one that always brings love and light, a lot of times I have found, just from talking to certain people, people sharing me their stories, because people share stories with me a lot. A lot of times people like that have something in common, and that is a difficulty in their past, a difficulty that has required them to see the good in this so that they can get through. And so some of you guys may be coming from past where trauma has happened, where suffering has happened, where hardships have happened. Sometimes the most positive people had the most difficult life, and they had to find the positivity in that to survive. And I'm going a little deep group one, but you know me, this is how I do it. And so spirit is saying, look, like, that's amazing. That's so amazing that you're able to, see the positivity, because, that's how you survived. That's how you made it through, is by seeing the positivity, looking at the optimism, not taking things personally, even if you want to, even if you feel like you should, even if everyone in the room agreed and voted that, yes, you should take that personally. You still decided to say, I'm not going to take that personally because my survival is dependent on this, and I need to be able to move on with my life. I need to be able to continue to grow and progress. And that is what makes you a leader. And that is going to make you someone that, instead of going towards victimhood, which is very easy to do, you are instead going to continue to create beautiful memories in this life, because you're not allowing negativity to taint you. Now, as I'm saying that, I still want you to know it is important and impertinent to, did I say that word right? We're going to say that I said that word right, even if I said it wrong. Go with me. It is extremely important that you acknowledge that it exists, okay? Because when we get into denial, then we start getting ourselves in trouble. We start finding ourselves in situations with people, or even just situations like actual circumstances that we don't want to be in, because the things that we ignore start to bleed into our reality. And when it bleeds in, it's hard to stop. So I just want to bring that to your awareness that, you don't have to ignore it, okay? And if you feel like you need to talk to someone, then go talk to someone. 10 of Wands. So yeah, some of you guys, telling you about yourself, some of you guys need to learn to do more things for yourself. It is not your obligation, and it's not your priority to save the world. I want to really emphasize that for you guys, group one. You have a gift, yes, but you are not meant to save everybody. Everyone is not your project. Okay, so stop making people your project. All right, I'm not gonna lecture you guys too much. I'm just gonna go ahead and read some stuff off. Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. What is that? Four of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. Very interesting. and Two of Pentacles, last card to clarify this little group, and then Ten of Cups. So what I'm seeing is that as you progress through life, some of you seem to be someone that's very, like I said, very wise. I said that back in Six of Pentacles. I feel like your wisdom comes through a lot of the experiences that you've had, and you've kept those experiences close because you've always tried to learn from your past mistakes, which makes you a very proactive thinker. Which again, it helps when you're a proactive thinker because it helps you to not repeat cycles that you don't want to repeat, essentially. I hope that makes sense. Sorry, my phone did something weird. Let me actually turn that off. My apologies. But you have held on to the memories that kind of created who you are. You have learned from mistakes. You have learned from well, I wouldn't say you have learned because this isn't necessarily something that has stopped, but you are really good at taking accountability. You're really good at learning from your mistakes. You're really good at saying, you know what, I didn't like that. How can I not repeat that? How can I not go through this again? What is it that I need to learn? I feel like you're really good at taking an insightful approach to experiences that you have. You seem very spiritually mature is what I'm basically trying to say. And I definitely feel like that's aiding in your ability to remain happy. Like you are probably the person that comes in, and just because of your happy energy and your ability to turn that on at the drop of a hat, it really is infectious. It really is infectious. I'm seeing that with you guys. And so I think with that, Spirit is just saying, look, hold on to that ability because you're walking into a season where I definitely feel like that's going to be something that is going to be helpful. And I'm talking about on a massive, like collective, on a collective circumstance. Four of Cups here. Four of Cups here. It was like the first card I saw when my cards split up. So, some of you, like I said, there's indecision here, and I feel like some of you are still trying to search for the epitome of your happiness. I feel like right now you are still trying to figure out what your end goal is, what your end game is. Some of that is reading as like purpose, like what is it that I'm supposed to be doing here? What is it that I need to, what am I working towards? Because right now you have just mastered the ability to survive. That's what I feel like you are mastering surviving, and now we're walking into, well, how do I master thriving? Because surviving and thriving are two very different things, okay? And I feel like some of you guys are approaching that season of trying to figure out, like, look, nothing really phases me. I'm not someone that needs to be taught how to learn to find the good in something. I'm not someone that's, I'm not someone that's starting from the ground up. I don't need remedial courses on how to do this thing. I know how to survive. I am a survivor. I've survived a lot. I've went through a lot, and I have walked away in a way of being very, sure of myself. And I feel like a lot of that, I feel like you come off as a very confident person as well. I see King of Wands here, and then Nine of Cups is in reverse. I feel like you come off as a very confident person, but you still need to figure out your way. You still need to figure out the path that you're on and what that is. And let's see. Let's just specifically ask Spirit, as we're telling them about themselves, what is the path? What is the path? And please keep in mind, this is a general reading, so it may not resonate with everybody, but I want to give at least some of you a clarification. Tower card came out. And then the World card came out. So we have Tower and we have World card. And let me put these in this front and center. We have Tower and we have World card. I'm so nasally, I apologize. We have Tower and we have the World card. And man, I look at your situation, and when we're talking about, well, what is my end goal? I think for some of you guys, it is, some of you guys are kind of living it. That's what I'm feeling now. It's like, thriving for you guys is just is mastering the ability to, go through cycles, like continuously go through cycles. I think you get your fulfillment in beginning and ending seasons, beginning and ending cycles, learning to be unattached, learning to just allow, learning that even in the conflict, even in the resistance that you may feel sometimes, even in the disasters that you may encounter in life. I think some of you guys, your soul came here to just experience this roller coaster ride. Okay. And it's all about how you look at it. It's all about how you grow from it. And that's why probably some of you have been experiencing this since childhood. This roller coaster. Look, sometimes our souls come here and they don't come here to just learn, you know, they don't come here to just live like the quote unquote good life. Some of us come here to just exist. Some of us come here to, achieve certain things. Some of us come here to achieve nothing. Some of us come here to do things that most people would find terrible. I don't think the soul is as biased as we try to make it. You know what I mean? And for you guys, some of you came here just to ride the roller coasters. You came here to experience life like a theme park. And so some of those roller coasters are going to be fast, some of them are going to be slow, but you definitely came here to experience the ride. And so some of you guys are going to continue to experience this motion, this up and down, up and down, up and down, always with the intentions of being able to finish out that cycle, feeling fulfilled, feeling like you came here to truly experience is what I'm feeling for you guys, group one. And there's also no, how do I say this? There's no coincidence that you guys even picked group one, because the number one, if you don't know, it correlates with the magician card, right? And what the magician is all about, the energy that is carried in the magician card is creatorship. It's using the resources that you have, the tools that are available to you to explore, to experience, to test things out. I feel like you guys came to do that within this roller coaster ride. You came here, your soul came here to test some things out. And to do that in a way where, you can try stuff out, and if it works, great. If it doesn't, we're moving on. But I definitely feel like it would help you guys, specifically group one, to kind of remember to remain unattached, to remain as unbiased as you can. Biases will limit you, is what I'm hearing. So embrace the experience, whatever it is, for what it is. Learn your lesson from whatever it is, because like I said, I don't believe that what you came here to do was by accident. And some of the situations that we put ourselves in, they're divinely timed. It's fate. And so the fact that the Tower card came out tells me a lot of these experiences are going to be massive experiences. Like, I don't think you came here to live a low-key life, is basically what I'm saying. I think you came here to really be a big impact, not just for other people. Other people are the byproduct of that, but you came here to be a big impact on yourself. Your soul came here and said, I want some memories now. We're about to come here and rock this out. Like, we're going to do some things. I don't think boring. I don't think bland. I don't think vanilla. I don't think any of that when I see this deck. But I do want you guys to focus on you. Some of you guys are taking on other people's stuff, and this life that you came here to kind of experience, it's about you. And so if you find yourself trying to take on other people's stuff, that may be, the remnants or the residue of your past lifetime. Because a lot of times, this isn't the rule, but sometimes what we instinctively do here is because of what we lived in our last lifetime. So, but it's sometimes our soul comes here to experience the opposite, because we already did that. See, when we start to think back on like our previous lifetimes, and we start to think back on who we were before and who we are now, and the differences and the comparisons, it makes a lot of sense. Even study your North Node and your South Node too. Those will definitely help you as well, guys. Just dropping some tidbits for you guys, group one. But Some of you can really stand to figure out what it was or who it was that you were in your past lifetime, because that'll really give you some understanding of maybe what you're supposed to be doing here as well. But some of you, I definitely feel like we're meant to experience things. You are definitely meant to you chose this life to go on roller coaster. So if you're trying to figure out, why is this happening to me? Why does this keep happening to me? Why me? Why can't I just have easy? What you're doing is you're looking at other people and you're comparing your life to other people, and you need to stop doing that, because one, you'd have no idea what that person went through. You have no idea what price that person paid for their life, and you have no idea where that person comes from as far as previous lifetimes. So one, we have to stop comparing ourselves. We have to stop comparing ourselves to other people. And two, you need to change your perspective, because there's fulfillment that you're looking for in those experiences. There's something to get out of those experiences. If there wasn't, the world card wouldn't have came up, and it wouldn't have come up upright either. There's harmony in bringing all these experiences together at the end of your lifetime. You'll be that person on your deathbed that's just talking about all of these adventures that you went on. So anyway, that is your reading. It's really lovely, honestly. Like I feel like you guys are going to be the ones that write books about your crazy experiences and adventures, and you're going to have so much to tell your kids and your grandkids, should you choose to have them. If you don't, just you'll have so many adventures to tell someone. So, that's really cool. And if you write a book, let me know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for this reading. If any part of this reading resonated, because I know it's a collective reading, so it may not resonate with everyone, but if it resonated, ashe, I'm grateful for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my videos or my live streams. I'm going to go ahead and go to group 2, but I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye. All right, what's going on, group 2? This is your reading. Once again, I'm here to tell you about yourself, and however that happens and whatever comes out, comes out. Go ahead and put your stone over there, and I'm going to shuffle a little bit. This is probably my easiest deck to shuffle. I also want to say, because this is the Spellcaster's Tarot, if you guys are not familiar with the tarot decks, I find it very interesting that you would have picked the Spellcaster's Tarot, because this deck has a lot of magic elements to it. So some of you, whether you knew that or not, you could have just been divinely led to pick something that has a lot more magical elements and magical properties. Probably something that you are connected to, whether you know it or not. You are connected to magic and what magic can create. Let me just show these cards first before I keep shuffling. So we have the King of Pentacles here. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Eight of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles. All right, so interesting, because right here we have King of Pentacles, and then we have Five of Pentacles. So I see you guys. I feel like you guys are not the best with money. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't think you guys are the best with money. But I also don't, but at the same time, I also see you guys not really having a problem obtaining money or getting money. Whether you're just lucky, you may be just like a trust fund bunny. Trust fund bunny. I was really about to say trust fund bunny, guys. Wow. Whether you're a trust fund baby or whether or not you're just, just you just have access to money, or people just give you money. I feel like your luck with money is very evident. It's very obvious. And it's probably why money continues to flow to you, even when you have financial kind of difficulties. You may find yourself in a financial bind. I don't feel like you're ever there for too long. It's not something that is just like never ending and long standing. It's something that just happens. You're in a bind and then you get out of it, but it's always because of how you view money. And I feel like you definitely view it in a way that a lot of people don't. And so you probably don't like to talk about money, with people, or a lot of people, you probably keep your money stuff to yourself because people don't, and it's not because you're ashamed, and it's not because, but I feel like you do kind of try to come off like you don't have money when you do, because you understand that, one, the way, I don't know if it was how you were raised or just kind of how you just came into this life, but you have always viewed money differently than other people. So when you don't have it, it's not a big deal. And when you do have it, it's not really a big deal. But like I said, money definitely flows to you guys, I see, pretty easily. Um, and for some reason, though, I am feeling like, because King of Pentacles is here, that you maybe came from money, there's people in your family that, are kind of well off and have no problems, giving you money or whatever. But I see wealth and abundance for you guys. And let's see, we have Seven of Wands, and then we have Eight of Wands that came out right next to it. Some of you guys, I feel like, are, a little arrogant. I feel like you guys are a little cocky with it, which is not a bad thing. Like I said, I'm not biased. I don't have time for that. That's very low vibrational for me to be biased about stuff like that, because who you are is who you are. But I definitely feel like you guys are kind of arrogant. You guys are kind of, but it's like pride. There's pride. I feel like you guys have a lot of pride in who you are. I feel like you guys care a lot about your appearance. You care about maybe how other people perceive you, and maybe that's why you watch some of the things that you say. Like, for example, your money, you don't like to come off like braggy, because maybe that's yield negative results in the past. So I do feel like you care a lot. And I feel like you don't like to share your story. I feel like you're a closed book a little bit. Like, people don't really know a lot about you. You like to control the narrative of what people say in your life and what people have experienced from you. I feel like you have maybe just a small group of friends. You probably have a lot of acquaintances, but I see you guys having a very small group of friends. I see you guys not really sharing a lot of your life with people. You're just, like I said, you're not really open book. I'm definitely feeling that. I also feel like you're a very spontaneous person. I feel like you don't like to plan a lot. I feel like if the opportunity strikes and the idea hits, you are ready to go. You're definitely that person that's just like, let's just randomly go to Vegas. And everybody's like, okay. And or let's do something. Like, you are the person that people call when they want to do something and they don't know what to do, and they just know that they want to go out and have fun. Like, I feel like you're the person that's like gung-ho for it. Like, let's road trip to, and then you may not even fully think all the way through what you got yourself into. But I feel like I'm getting the vibe that you kind of like to live life, by the seat of your pants. Like, you don't like to prepare too much for things. You just like to, spontaneously go. Ace of Cups and Ten of Wands. I feel like you guys you may have like commitment issues. You come off non-committal to people, even if you don't mean to. You may just even be just someone that likes to play the field, you don't really want to commit to anything, or maybe you haven't found anyone that you feel like deserves your commitment. Again, we're coming in with that pride and that arrogance where you're just like, I have a high standard, a high bar, which is not a bad thing. There's nothing, and that's the thing, there's nothing wrong with being prideful. There's nothing wrong with caring. Hell, I have high standards. That's why I don't have a lot of people in my life. So look, I'm not the reader that's going to judge your story or your situation. If that resonates with you, then it does. You know what I mean? Please check my description box for any of the other disclaimers, because I spent a really good amount of time making sure I covered all of the things that I am not. Okay. But anyway, yeah, I feel like you guys have high expectations and high standards for love. And so because of that, you just like to play the field, because it's a lot easier to just play the field and keep it casual and, non-committal than to give your heart to someone and, you kind of walk out of that relationship feeling like that was a waste of my time. I feel like that's kind of what you've experienced. And so you're just like, no, I'm just going to be single. I like single life right now. So that's kind of what I'm picking up, is that you guys are just non-committal. I also feel like for some reason, and again, this isn't the cards telling me, this is just something that I'm picking up. Some of you guys are very attractive, physically. And so you play the field. You have a lot of people that, don't mind, sharing space with you. You have a lot of people that are willing to spend time with you, do things for you, because they're drawn to you, physically. You have that look that a lot of people, remember and gravitate towards. So yeah, physically, I find you guys to be very attractive people. Um, Ten of Wands comes in, and it's funny because Ten of Wands came in on group one. I love when my cards repeat, even when I have different decks and the cards repeat for groups. But the Ten of Wands comes out, and I feel like for you guys, though, specifically, I feel like you take on a lot and you spread yourself very thin. Like I said, this could be you just having a lack of planning issues, but you are probably that person that will like double book or like overbook on something. So, like, if you have a profession where, it requires scheduling, you could stand to really get a little bit more organized because I find that you kind of you do a lot, you do too much, and you spread yourself thin and you take on obligations that you probably shouldn't because you don't want to say no to people, or you want to come off, like I said, it's about the image. So I think that for some reason, I think that you guys do kind of care a little bit about what other people think about you. And so maybe that's why you kind of take on a lot of stuff that you really shouldn't. And it's like you're really juggling a lot. And you got to learn how to say no, basically, is what I'm saying. You need to start learning how to say no and how to say, you know what, I would love to, but I just can't right now. That's just not going to fit my schedule. You could say that. That's fine. You know what I mean? If the opportunity is meant to happen, it will. Two of Cups comes out. Yeah. Like I said, you guys, some of you though, I do feel like love is coming. Like I said, I feel like you guys are like playboys and playgirls or whatever. Like, you guys play the field. You're not really committed to anyone specific, and I think you like it that way. But for others of you, I do see love coming, and I do see you really connecting with someone, honestly. Emperor. Very interesting. Emperor cards comes out. Yeah, I see you guys connecting with someone, and I feel like this person's really gonna bring a lot of stability into your life, because Emperor card is all about structure. It's all about stability. It's all about planning and being intentional. And I feel like so there's somebody that may be coming into your life that's gonna add a lot of structure. They're going to kind of put a leash on a leash a little bit on you as far as like how chaotic you may be moving. This person's definitely going to come in, and honestly, I see it as like balancing you out. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Now that Six of Wands came out, and I don't know. Let's see. What is that Six of Wands about, though? What is that Six of Wands about? Okay, so some of you guys are entering into a new season. You guys are entering into a new cycle about what? Um, okay. So those of you guys who are sneaky, I feel like it's gonna if you're a sneaky person, if you are someone that does something in the dark that's very different from the light, I think some of you guys are gonna get found out. That's what I feel like. Like I said, I'm telling you about yourself. So if you've been lying lately, if you have recently told a big lie to someone, I see that coming out. I see someone kind of, so if someone else knows about it, I see them coming out and kind of, bringing it to light. It's whatever you said or whatever you did, and you thought nobody was going to find out, you thought nobody was going to know. I feel like it's going to come out. And I mean, I don't have advice for that. I just want to prepare you guys. It's really just a preparation. Yeah, because I feel like you did something a while ago that you thought like, okay, well, this is just what I'm going to do. And I feel like you thought like, I'll just bury it and continue on. That's what I'm seeing over here. Like you thought like, okay, whatever, I did it and I'm moving on, whatever. And I feel like spirit is like, okay, but it's gonna come back up. Like you thought you buried it, but it's gonna come back up. It's gonna rear its head back. And I think though through that there is an opportunity there. I do see that because Ace of Wands always represents an opportunity for something else, an opportunity to drive something home or to start like a new passion or a new purpose, or not a new purpose, but like to carry out a desire. So I don't know, something that you stifled, something that you did in the dark, something that you maybe lied about. And it doesn't necessarily have to be a negative thing. Like you could have just lied about what you did to someone, or what you do for a living. You could have lied about something, and I feel like it's going to come back up, and it's going to provide you an opportunity and something connected to an opportunity to do something that I think you really kind of want to do at the end of the day. I don't know if that made sense, but then we have the Six of Wands, and so I see that, like I said, I do think that you care about what people think. You like the acknowledgement. You like for people to tell you, even though you're not very open, you still like to be praised a little bit. You like attention. You guys may be fire signs, because actually now that I'm thinking about it, I'm seeing a lot of wand energy. So you guys may be fire signs. It's Leo, Sag, and Aries. You may be someone that likes the recognition, likes the attention. Um, you guys may be someone that, really likes to be center stage with the spotlight on them. And even though you don't like people in your business, you still want to be acknowledged for something. So if you guys are in the limelight, then, that's definitely where you need to be and where you're supposed to be. If you're not, then you're probably going to, be offered an opportunity. Maybe that's what the Ace of Wands here is for, is an opportunity to fulfill some of that desire to be in the limelight. So that's what I'm seeing. Anything else for group 2, Spirit? Anything else for group? Okay. Oh, a couple cards. We have the Four of Wands and we have the Queen of Wands. So much wand energy. I feel like you guys are really just on the go. I said that before, but I feel like you guys are just always, you're constantly moving, you're constantly changing, I feel like you really don't allow yourself to get too attached to a certain situation. You probably have moved a bunch of times. I feel like that, or you probably want to move right now. I'm feeling that too from Four of Wands. Like some of you guys want to move. Some of you guys want to go and do something. Some of you guys are probably going crazy right now during quarantine because you want to go and do things that you used to do, that you got accustomed to doing. For some reason, party scene is coming out for me. That you guys are, like I said, I feel like you guys are like the person that people call when they want to go somewhere or do something crazy. And you also come off very young to me, whether you're actually young or just like young-minded. There's something very refreshing about you that people really pick up on and they really like. And you're just kind of like a ball to be around. And I think you really pride yourself on being the fun person, the go-to person for the fun. If you're an older person and maybe or a young person too, but if you have a house, like you're probably the person that, likes to have the house parties, but then, you immediately kick people out afterwards, like after it's over. But like you still like for people to walk away saying, I had a really good time with that person. Like it's something that you really care about. Queen of Wands comes in and it just really kind of, it emphasizes what I said earlier about the Seven of Wands, because Queen of Wands carries the energy of confidence, of assurance, of knowing like where she stands in relation to things, and also having that go-getter energy, right? And again, it just reinforces what I've been saying. I'm going to just do back of deck and then we're going to close out. Okay, so back of deck is the Knight of Wands. Wand energy out the wazoo. So yeah, I would be very surprised if you guys aren't, if you aren't an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or if you don't have a lot of fire energy in your chart. And in your chart, I'm even thinking like Mercury and Venus in Aries, Leo, or Sag too, or even or even just like sun or rising, not necessarily moon sign, but if your sun, rising, Mercury, or Venus is in a fire sign, then this reading definitely resonates with you guys. I already know that. But Knight of Wands comes in, and it's like, once again, like you guys don't really think a lot. You just go. You don't like to overthink stuff. You just like to go. You like to take. You're one of those people that's like, hey, YOLO. Like you are a YOLO person. That's literally what I'm taking away from you guys for group 2. You're a YOLO person. And so the only piece of advice I would tell you guys is just, live your life. Yes, you only live once as far as this lifetime is concerned, because some of you guys are going to come back for a lifetime after this. So yes, you only live once in this lifetime. I would just say, one, prepare for that Two of Cups a message that I said earlier about a person coming in and balancing you out, because we have the Two of Cups with the Emperor. So prepare to be balanced out. Some of you guys, your wild time is winding down a little bit, and Spirit is like, we're going to introduce you to a counterpart that's going to bring you a little bit more organization and structure, because it's needed. And then for some of you guys, whatever you thought you tucked away and you hid away and it was never going to see the light of day again, some of you guys are about to be outed or found out out, at least, and maybe not be outed as far as like publicly, but some of you guys are about to be found out. So, you know, I don't mean to spook you guys. I don't see it being super negative, honestly, because the Ace of Wands is there. I see it as a spirit kind of giving you an opportunity in the midst of you being found out. And so, yeah, that's what I got for you guys, group 2. I'm going to go ahead and close out. If any part of this reading resonates, Ashe, I'm grateful for that, as always. If you like this reading, then please hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my future readings. And also that you don't miss out on my live streams when I go live. I'm going to go ahead and go to group 3, but I will see you guys, group 2, in my next video. Okay? Bye. What is going on, group 3? This is your reading. Once again, I'm just going to be sitting here pulling cards and telling you about yourself in whatever way that makes sense, for, you know, whatever way that comes out, however spirit wants to communicate that with you guys. This could be good, bad, ugly. All I know is it's just going to be some real stuff I'm talking. But it's all in good fun. This is meant to be kind of like a lighthearted video because I kind of went real intense last week. So anyway, and I just got this deck not too long ago. So I'm actually going to shuffle it a little bit more because it's still a little thick. You know, she still needs to stretch out a little bit. The card stock on these cards are kind of, it's a little difficult to shuffle. Is that what you guys are, group 3? Difficult? Oh my God, I think you guys are. It's giving me a difficult time shuffling. Are you guys difficult, group 3? Is that what? You just give people a hard time? What's going on with group 3, spirit? We want to we're looking for cards that, you know, provide insight, guidance, and clarity as always, but we're telling them about themselves. Any other cards? All right. Let's start with these. Okay. So we have the 3 of Swords. Can you see that? You can see that. Okay. 3 of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the 3 of Coins. And we have the Ace of Cups. I'm going to pull one more out for good measure. And we have the Knight of Swords. So immediately, I'm looking at this 3 of Swords here. Well, first of all, we have a lot of 3s. So I feel like you like to, I feel like you guys like to contemplate, contemplate a lot of things. Some of you guys, group 3, have experienced a lot of, some of you guys have experienced sadness, heartbreak. Specifically, you've had your heart broken. Maybe you've recently had your heart broken. And it's been something that has been really difficult to recover from. Some of you guys are probably closed off to love right now because of the fact that someone had broken your heart recently. Or maybe you've tried to work something out, or you've tried really hard at something. I feel like rejection, like you guys don't deal well with rejection. And, you know, that's something that I can say a lot of people don't necessarily deal well with, but I feel like you guys, whatever it is that you're in, you kind of face rejection often. You kind of feel like either it's someone or it's an industry that you're in. Maybe you're in some sort of industry like modeling where you get told no a lot, you face rejection a lot, or maybe someone has rejected you. Either way, I feel like, you know how you can see her like literally pulling her, like pushing the heart away and looking away from it. I feel like some of you guys are kind of represented in that imagery where you're just kind of like, you know what, this emotion stuff is for the birds. I don't even want to put my heart out there. You know, you're just kind of, you know, closed off to that you're closed off to love, or closed off to letting people in, essentially is what I'm trying to say here. Wheel of Fortune comes in, and a lot of you guys are, I feel like, destined to do really great things. I feel like there's a lot of things coming towards you that are purposeful, and you maybe don't understand that yet. But it's really spirit saying like you are destined to experience great things. The funny thing is though, is that the Wheel of Fortune comes out, and these are chakra cards. I didn't say that before, but you guys picked chakra cards, and so green is the color of the heart chakra, heart space, right? I think it's funny that the Wheel of Fortune, which is in the color green, which represents the heart chakra, comes out right after the Three of Swords here. Because I feel like making sure and checking to see if you guys' heart space is open is definitely going to be something that helps you and aids you as far as kind of, moving past the rejection, or even just being able to deal with it a lot better. Sometimes the rejection is meant to build your character up a little bit, strengthen your character, build up that muscle that says, you know what, I don't care. I'm going to keep going until I hear a yes, and not to let it be discouraging, or to get you down. Because if this is a person that's walked away from you guys, you can just, it's as simple as looking at it like it's his loss or it's her loss, or it's their loss. If it was a group of people, an organization, like I said, this could be an industry that you're in, that you have to get told you have to be approved of, or someone is telling you no and you want to hear yes, or you feel like yes is the gateway. Whatever that is, if you are feeling like, is this right for me? Spirit is saying you are where you are supposed to be. Okay, so don't question where you are. You are where you're supposed to be, and there's something for you to learn in this. Okay, so don't bow out, don't quit, don't walk away. This is where you're supposed to be, and that rejection that you're feeling with this Three of Swords, that rejection that you're feeling, you're supposed to feel. It's building your character up. It's strengthening that confidence that you need to have in yourself. Three of Coins comes in. And yeah, I feel like some of you guys are you guys are in some sort of industry. I don't know if this is the music industry, this is film, television, singing. You're in some sort of industry where you have to collaborate with other people, multiple people, even at times. And I feel like it does have something to do with, one, I feel like you get paid to do this. And two, I feel like it does give you the opportunity to express yourself. So you have to work in tandem with other people. And I feel like you guys are very good at working with other people. So that's also something really nice to know, that like wherever you are, the industry that you're in, you're supposed to be in. Three of Coins just tells me like, yeah, you're supposed to be there. You work with other people, you work with people well, and you will continue to work with people. Ace of Cups comes in, and I really like that card because it shows a lot of passion. You're a very passionate person. You're a very giving person of yourselves. And like I said, for some reason, I just keep getting this feeling like you guys are meant to be seen. You guys are meant to be up front in the limelight. You're meant to have like I see you guys kind of for some reason being famous, or being close to famous, or either you are famous or you're heading towards that. If that's something that you're wanting to do, then take this as confirmation. And then the Five of Cups comes in, and this cup comes in, and sometimes you guys, I'm going to speak to the insecurity that you guys may have. This card comes in, and it's just like, just not really being satisfied and not knowing how to let stuff go. I feel like sometimes you guys hold on to disappointments when things don't and you got to let go of that, really, because the industry that you're in, you can't stay down for too long. You've got to pick yourself back up. And it doesn't have to necessarily be, TV, film, modeling, or whatever. But whatever it is that you do for a living, it requires a certain level of mental sharpness. We have the Knight of Swords right here. So I'm saying like you have to be mentally sharp. You have to be ready to speak up, to speak out. You have to be prepared. And Five of Cups is like coming in and saying, the disappointment, for some reason, you guys have to learn how to be okay with being rejected. I know that sounds kind of crazy because it's like, what do you mean? Who's ever okay with being rejected? That's an assignment that you could stand to really benefit from. I feel like there's a reason why you keep getting rejected with whatever this is, whether this is a person or a place or a thing. If it's a person, you're being rejected because it's probably how you are choosing your person, your partner. So if you keep getting rejected, then it's definitely an opportunity for you to take a less active role in choosing your person. Or if you're being chosen and it's not working out, it's a you thing. This is not one of those things that you need to look outward and be like, oh well, it's their problem. No, it's you. There, you have to begin to be more aware of, one, the situations that you're putting yourself in that are attracting these types of people. Or, and I'm just speaking for the people that were like, okay, this is a person, because I keep getting rejected by people. I would like a partner, I want to be married, yada yada yada, and it's just never happening for me. And what's up with that? There's something that you have to change within yourself first before the person that is supposed to come to you comes. That's really what I'm feeling. There's some things that you need to let go. There's some things that you need to change. And for some reason with the Five of Cups, it's just telling me that you're not necessarily there yet. You're not ready. You're not ready. So instead of, leaping the gun and messing up and I'm just saying it very candidly, I really don't want you guys to mess up the good thing that is coming for you, the good thing that is in the cards for you. And so now is a really good opportunity to learn how to deal with the insecurities in yourself so that they don't spill out into your relationship when you are ready to have a relationship. And when a person does enter your life, you have full control over your emotions, or at least you have better control over your emotions than you do now. Okay. So this is about you growing within yourself, by yourself first. Okay. Because whoever is coming into your life, whoever is assigned to spend whatever phase or amount of time they're supposed to be coming in, they need you to be confident. They need you to be secure within yourself. They need you to be able to handle yourself. This is not a person that's coming in, and I don't feel like they're going to be attracted to being with someone who is dependent on them to they don't want someone that's going to require them to make you happy. Basically is what I'm saying. Because I feel like for some reason, whoever's coming into your life, if you're single and you're watching this, whoever's coming into your life, they feel very busy. They feel like a busy person. So they're not going to be able to be there all the time to, cater you or spoon feed you. So this is really, this is now me coming to you and telling you, hey, you got to pick yourself up. You got to learn how to pick yourself up. Practice being that person for yourself. Okay. Because you letting other people do that is what's getting you in this situation of first place, where you keep getting your heart broken, you keep getting disappointed in people, and you just want to shut off. It's not that you need to shut off from the world, it's that you need to strengthen the connection and the relationship you have with yourself first. Okay. The Hermit card. Hermit card comes out. Some of you really need to take some time to be by yourself. Stop putting yourself in front of other people right now. And again, like I said, it's not so that you can shut off from other people, because I know some of you just really want to shut off and say, forget all this, I'm done, I'm out, deuces. It's not about that, but it is about, again, reconnecting with yourself. And the Hermit card confirms that. Then we had five of coins and 5 of wands. Lots of fives. No. Okay. I was about to say, do we have 5 of wands too? 5 of pentacles. So we have 5 of coins, 5 of wands, and then we also have 5 of cups. So some of you just when it comes to numerology, I'm trying to talk. When it comes to numerology, the number 5 keeps being repeated in your reading. And so I want to let you guys know that 5 carries the energy of change. 5 carries the energy of shifting. There's a lot of movement happening. There's a lot to take away from you, like how you are, the person you are. There's a lot that you need to learn about yourself, really, is what I'm trying to say. You need to learn how to not take things so personal. That's what I'm hearing. Don't take things so personal. Oh, 5 of coins. That is 5 of pentacles. I just realized I misspoke. This deck says 5 of coins, and it's a new deck, so I'm still not used to it. So we have 5 of coins, we have 5 of wands, and then we have 5 of cups. We just don't have the 5 of swords. That's what I meant to say. But we do have 5 of pentacles or 5 of coins here. Some of you guys need to learn to not take things so personal. And that comes with other people. I feel like you look at relationships in a way that is codependent. You look at relationships as the end all be all. You get very complacent in relationships, and you rely a lot on other people to bring you the things that you really need to be bringing yourself. You have to practice being that for yourself and bringing that to yourself. Whatever it is that you're getting from other people, you have to figure out a source in which you can do it yourself. If you were on a desert island by yourself, type thing, like if you were on an island by yourself, how would you keep yourself company? How would you make yourself happy? How would you occupy your time? Some of you, I feel like, you like to be around. Maybe you like to be around other people because you don't want to. You don't want to sit with yourself. You don't want to be alone. You guys are having a hard time being alone. And if that is the case, group 3, Spirit is just like, there's so much more. There's so much more than that. And on top of that, I feel like some of you are not choosing the right people to be around in the first place. So Spirit is saying, just do the opposite. It's time to be by yourself, because there's a lot of insight. There's a lot of insight, and there's a lot of guidance that is trying to be imparted on you, but it's going to require you to remove the distractions. And people seem to be a distraction for you. So instead of having real meaningful conversations with people and meaningful relationships with people, because that may take time to find and develop, you would rather stay around people who don't mean you well, who, are very harmful and detrimental to your spiritual growth, and who are not on your level and are not on the level that you need to be. You'd rather be around people who don't inspire you because you've just known them for a long time. Spirit is saying, and this is me, I'm calling you out, group 3. This is me telling you, and I feel so much peace coming from this message. So I know it's supposed to be right. I'm supposed to be right. I know it's right, but that 8 of Swords card is telling me that you guys really need to do some self-reflection. You guys really need to have an honesty hour with yourself. Some of you feel like you're spinning out of control. Some of you feel like you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what your place is. Some of you are getting really tired. Some of you are getting really sad right now, and some of you feel very alone. And that's me. And I understand why you would want to, be around other people. So essentially, the answer is in, spending time in your energy, spending time with yourself in your energy. Knight of Cups comes. There's love for you. There's so much love for you. Someone needs to hear that. There's so much love for you, and there's love coming from you. I see that. What I was saying about that partner coming into your life, I see it through that card too. I see it through that card, that there's love coming for you. But as I said before, you have to get yourself together. So we can't be doing any premature manifesting. And I talked about this in my last video. One of the first things that you should be doing before you start trying to purposefully manifest things, don't jump the gun. Don't ask for things you're not ready for. And I feel like right now, for some of you singles out there, you're not ready for a relationship. You want a relationship because of what you think a relationship is, and you think that it's going to solve answers to problems and it's going to bring you the happiness that you're looking for. That's not what relationships are, and that's not the relationship that you want. You want to go into your relationship knowing exactly who it is that you are and what it is that you want. You want to go into your relationship knowing your boundaries up front. Some of you guys jump into relationships way too soon, and you commit yourself to someone and you don't know them, but even worse, you don't know you. So how do you commit yourself to someone and you don't even know who you are? So Magician card comes in, and I see this card really telling you guys, like, there's so much out there for you, but you have to be open to it. Look at this world as something much bigger than what you see. Consider the possibilities, as what I'm saying from that card as well. Consider the possibilities, the what ifs. But what if my life doesn't have to be this way? What if I had friends that, you know, loved on me genuinely? What if I thought highly of myself? Yeah, Queen of Swords. What if I thought highly of myself? Learn to speak up for yourself. Don't let people speak down on you. Like I said, I feel like some of you guys have faced a lot of rejection. And if it is an industry thing and you can't really say anything because, of the rules of the situation, then you need to learn how to shrug it off and keep it going because you know who you are. And you know that even if that person says no, it's their life. It's their loss, not yours. And don't take it personal. But for the rest of you guys who don't fit that criteria, this is about you being able to speak up for yourself and not accepting other people's narrative and other people's opinions as your own. Don't take on their opinions. If they say something about you and that's not right, don't accept that. Don't accept their frame of thinking. Learn to see who it is that you want to see in the mirror. Learn to see that. Practice it. But this definitely feels like, for you guys, group 3, this definitely feels like a reading in which there's a lot to improve on as far as how you see yourself. There's a lot of confidence building that I see you guys needing to take on, group 3. So I want to leave you guys with a message of encouragement. The message of encouragement is this life that we're living can change at any moment, at any time. The life that you live as you know it can completely change at the drop of a dime, the drop of a hat. And there's always an opportunity to do something different, to do something else. Some of you need to understand that the limitations that you feel are limitations that you place on yourself. So just as easy as you got yourself in that situation, you can get yourself out. Don't let anybody rob you of your ability to choose. We all have the freedom of choice. We all have the ability to choose, and we have the ability to choose what it is that we want to feel and how it is that we want to perceive this world. So practice stepping outside of yourself and just observing. Observe yourself. Observe the way you talk to people. Observe the way people talk to you. Observe your thoughts. What do you think about on a day-to-day basis? What do you think about before you're going to sleep? What's the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning? What are the thoughts like as you go throughout your day? Now's a really good time to observe those thoughts. Observe the person that you see yourself the character that you seem to be portraying when you walk outside your house or when you walk outside your room. Observe that person. Who is that person? Is that someone that you want to continue to be, or do you want to change? And if you do want to change, what do you want to change into? Who do you want to change into? How are you going to do that? What are the steps that are required to see that change take place? Yeah, it's all about your mental and strengthening that mental muscle, that mindset. Look, mindset is a powerful thing. It is. And some of you guys, the word is just to encourage you guys. The message is to encourage you guys to strengthen your mindset, strengthen how it is that you think about things, how you process information. So message was a little deep for you guys, group 3, but it's how it came out. And so if you took away anything, if it helped you in any way, ashe, I'm grateful for that. I know this was a general reading, so it's not going to resonate with everyone, but if it did, ashe. If you like this kind of video or any of my other videos, then hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on those. Hit the notification bell if you want to catch my live streams. I go live on Wednesdays. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go to group 4, but I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. What is going on, Group 4? We are here with your reading. I'm going to be telling you about yourself. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to shuffle. All right, Spirit, for Group 4, we're asking for any cards to come out that will reveal things about themselves. So 3 of Wands in reverse. Any other cards? All right, now we're getting a little crazy. All right, let's just go ahead and start. So we have the 3 of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Fool card, 8 of Cups. All right, we have 6 of Cups. We have the Temperance card and the 9 of Cups. Oh, you guys can't see that. Okay, yeah, this is Temperance and this is the 9 of Cups. Okay, so I feel like some of you guys have a hard time seeing the big picture. Some of you guys are blocking yourself from seeing the big picture. Sometimes the feeling of hopelessness comes over you a little too easily. And I think it's something that you're aware of and that you're working hard to kind of get out of the habit of doing, of kind of preparing for the worst things. I feel like you guys are just, you like to play it very safe is what I'm feeling. I feel like you guys, I feel like you're very comfortable where you are, and maybe that's why you don't really test the limits. You don't like to get out of your safety zone. You feel very comfortable where you are. So it's just kind of like, why do anything else? Like why push the limits? Why push the bounds? I feel like you are a very cautious group of people. Group 4, which is funny because even you picking the number 4, 4 is the number of structure and stability. 4 is the number of, foundation, and 4 is a very, it's like a safe number. Like, it's like, all right, are we good? Everybody's good. All right, let's not test the waters now. Like, so that's kind of what I'm feeling even from you guys with that 3 of Wands in reverse right here. So I feel like you guys are just like, you're very cautious people. You're very careful people. You're not really, just whatever, like I said, like Group, I don't know who that was. I think it was Group 2 that was like very YOLO, like let's go. I feel like you guys are kind of opposite to that. And then 9 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the Fool card, like you guys are just, I see you guys being very just comfortable, safe, like I'm here, this is what I want to do. Like I feel like you guys are very sure of yourselves. I feel like you guys are very full. You guys are very, you're cool. You're good with yourself. Like you're good where you are. You don't really like a lot of change. I don't think that you really care for things being switched up on you. I definitely see that with the King of Pentacles. Now this Fool card right here, I find it interesting. Because I feel like you guys are starting something. You are hesitant to start something new. You don't really necessarily want to venture into something different. I see you guys just kind of like, like resisting that. Does that make sense? Like, I feel like you guys resist that. You like to play a very safe game. You like to stay with what's familiar. You like to stay around, something that you're not one, like, you probably live in your hometown. You're probably very close with your family. You're probably someone that has had friends that you've had forever. You probably don't have, dreams to, see the world and travel. Like, some of you guys are probably a little hesitant to travel. Some of you guys are, kind of, how do I say it? Like, yeah, I just feel like you guys are like, I'm good here. Like, you don't really, like, you seem like one of those people that's like, I don't ask for much. This is just, I'm good here. I'm good right here. Like, you're a very easygoing person is essentially what I'm trying to say. And you're very content. Like, we have the 9 of Cups here. Like, your goals, and I feel like part of your aspiration in life is just to have a very nice, comfortable life. Like, you don't want a lot of excitement. You just want to, you know, have your job or your career, or maybe your career. For some of you guys, I'm picking up like just like house. You just want to be taken care of. You just want to be pampered, and I see luxury. I see safe. I see stable. Some of you, I see like you settling down early on in life, or you settling down with a older person. I see that for some of you guys, but I definitely see you like to be taken care of. You want to feel secure and safe in your relationship. I see you wanting to just kind of chill out. Like, there's not a lot of movement happening so far. Like, you don't have very, I don't see your goals being very, out there. Your goals are very, for you, they're very realistic, and you like that. You like having very realistic goals. For some reason, because even with this 9 of Cups and 6 of Cups, I feel like for some of you guys, you're pretty close with your mother. I am sensing that you're pretty close with your mother. And I also feel like you are very firm in your belief system, whatever it is that you believe in. Like, you are very firm in that. You're not a very fluid person. 10 of Cups. Yeah, you just want to settle down and have a family, and then call it a day. Like, you're not really looking for a lot of adventure, but it's something that you want. I don't know if you guys obtained this yet, but I definitely feel like that's something that you would like to be going for. You would like to be heading in that direction, essentially. Yeah, Lover's card comes out. 8 of Wands. Yeah, this is just really a lot of confirmation. Like, you're still looking for that person that's going to give you this. And I definitely feel like some of you, like, you're desiring for, I mean, that person's probably going to be an older person, like I said. But this person's also going to be someone that's established. You kind of already know what it is that you want. And you are pretty firm and not compromising, because you want to be comfortable. You want to be settled down. And some of you guys, you don't want anything that's very different from how you grew up. This 9 of Pentacles, it's like you've already adjusted to a certain type of way of living and being, and you won't settle for less. Which is, good for you. But I see this person coming into your life, and you're just like, you know what? This is good. He'll do. This is what I was looking for. And when you meet this person, 8 of Wands, you're going to have no issues, accepting that. You know what I mean? Like, I see you guys rapidly, like, even with this 8 of Wands, I see you meeting him, and I see a quick engagement, and I see this happening very fast. Like, you're not someone that I anticipate staying engaged for very long, because you're just trying to get to the end goal, which is to, have your house, your white picket fence, your, 2.5 children, the how they call it, the American dream. Like, I see that kind of what you want for yourself. Knight of Swords, 6 of Swords. Now we're seeing repetitive cards from the last deck, which is interesting because this is a whole different deck. But all 3 cards, I think, were in group 3, which is very interesting. So we have the Knight of Swords, and I'm going to clarify that. We have Knight of Swords clarified with the King of Swords. So with these 4 cards here, I see you having a goal. I see you definitely moving towards that goal. You're definitely focused on what it is that you want in this life. And I see you guys just heading towards that, with a like you're very clear. You're very clear on what you want. You're one of those people that, doesn't need to be talked into anything, but also you're also one of those people that cannot be talked out of something, which is very refreshing for a lot of people too, though, because you are very clear on what you want. You're very clear on your goals. You communicate very effectively, and you've probably been told that. And you're someone who, one, I feel like people can look up to. I feel like you're someone that people can look up to. And you're someone that a lot of people can, be encouraged by, even if you don't mean to. It's just simply telling your story. I see you guys, I see you, achieving this relationship that you're looking for, this partner that's technically a kind of a key piece to the story that you want for your life. But I also see you going back and, I can see you helping other people as far as like with relationships, because I feel like the relationship you're going into it's going to be a very successful one. I feel like you're really going to find your equal. You're going to find someone that's very equally yoked with you, if you have not already. If you have already, and then you're watching this, then you and your partner are very equally yoked. And I see a lot of success in that relationship. But if you are single, I see this happening for you guys. This is a general reading, though. Please understand that. So if you want anything specific, please go get a personal reading from your tarot reader of preference. But with all of these cards and a lot of cup energy, it definitely feels like this is one of those things that encompasses how you feel about certain things. And I definitely feel like you are someone that is very, very confident in what it is that you want and how it is that you feel, and you have no issues going after what it is that you want. You're a go-getter when it comes to this specific thing. But also because you are focusing, you are very specific in what it is that you're wanting and what it is that you're looking for and putting it out there, that Spirit is definitely, the Spirit has no issues bringing that for you, or at least guiding you down that way. And I see the universe just kind of complying with it, essentially, is what I'm saying. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, group 4. Anything else for group 4? The Empress. Yeah, so beautiful person. I see you as a beautiful person, and not just physically, but you emanate like femininity, and that's why I feel like you've had to be so clear and precise with what it is that you want, because you give off this essence of, goddess energy, and so it can attract a lot of stuff. It can attract good and bad, and you have just had to kind of give off this I'm not here for the BS vibe. This is what I want, this is what I'm looking for. And so you have always had to, tell men specifically to come correct when they come up to you, because your standards are high, because you won't settle for less. And because you won't settle for less than what you're wanting, that's why it's going to end up being something that's coming for you, and it's going to come in your favor. So singles, that message is for you. If you're in a relationship, that card is reading for me that you guys just need to make sure that you stand and continue to stand in your goddesshood. Okay, continue to do the work that keeps you vibrating at least in that frequency of just goddess energy. Don't let situations get you down. Don't forget yourself. And more importantly, for my beautiful conscious co-creators that are in relationships, don't lose yourself in your relationship. Always remember who you are. That Empress card, for those who are in relationships, is a card of reminder. It's a reminder card. Remember who you are. Remember what you are. You are a goddess. You are divinely created and made. And you are meant to be worshipped as a goddess is supposed to be. You are meant to be loved on. You are meant to be spoken life into, as a goddess should. So don't accept less than. And sometimes, people forget. People forget who you are. You have to remind them. Don't accept less than what you know you deserve. So that's the message. That's the message for you guys, group 4. If it resonated at any point, Ashe, I'm grateful for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. If you like this message or any of my other readings, please hit that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell if you want to be a part of my live streams. I go live on Wednesdays. And yeah, that's it. I'm going to go ahead and sign out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Again, I really appreciate it. And I will see you guys, group 4, in my next video. Bye.